Thank you. This is Melinda Roy. I'm the host of this WIN 2 days WIN WI and WIN conferences. So, firstly, happy Women's International Day. So, so thank you so much for being we are so honored for being a speaker for this WIN conferences today on this special occasion. So before jumping to start your presentation, now let's play a beautiful introduction video of yours. So later you can start your presentation. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Body.
I think. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name.
Yes, yes, you can start your presentation. I think today, so technology will trouble us, right? Sometimes. So this is what happening from morning. So thank you so much for your patience with us. So please start your presentation. People are waiting.
Okay, hi. My name is Kyemma June. Uh, I am writing about the journey of soul. Speaking from your soul and honoring your soul and everything within you. My first book was written in Iran. I have a lot of editions that I wrote that have not gone to print yet. But June means my life, dear life too, in Farsi. And so, what I wanted to talk about was the war within and being yourself and honoring yourself through many different circumstances that happen in life. I think throughout life, you're going to go through different things, and the journey of soul is always beginning within you because people are going to come toward you, and people are going to fight with you, or they're going to argue about things, and the things that they may argue about or the things that they may come to you to speak about may have nothing to do with you because everything is internally. And it's how we handle circumstances in life, which makes us rise to the occasion. So when I wrote this book, the first edition of Scripts Among Her Glass Walls, I was moving from my soul. So that means I would only write when something would come to me, or I could be meditating and something would come to me and I would just write. And, I realized, you could be happy one moment and you can be sad another moment, but in those moments, it's where you learn. It's how you overcome events that are made to destroy you. And in life, you're always going to be met with different paths. You're going to be met with different people. And people are energetic fields, and you have to know just who and what you are. There can be a situation where you can walk into a room and you could be presenting something for a meeting, and there might be one person in that group that may not like you, that may want to destroy you. What are you going to do? Or somebody could pronounce your name wrong. Are you going to become mad and crazy or irate? Or are you just going to learn from that situation? Because there's always something that's thought provoking, and we learn from one another, whether we think we do or we think we don't. Uh, Everyone has a soul, and everyone has a physical body. And what are you learning from people in any moment? And what are they learning from you? Every situation is something that teaches us. Uh, there was a moment where I've had certain people, and how I say certain people, people in your life that you can work with, whether they're on your team or whether they're like writing books with you or whether you're studying with them. You can work with someone and you can love them, but that does not mean that person may love you in which the way for which you love them. And that's okay, because you're always learning. You just have to honor who you are. Because if someone is not honoring you, are you going to stay in that situation? Because if you love yourself, you're going to remove yourself from anything that no longer serves you. If you're around someone and you're trying to build with them, but that person is forsaking you. And what I mean by forsaking you, they're putting you in a position where they want to bring you down, or they're throwing, let's say, daggers at you. Are you gonna just stand there for the dagger to be thrown at you? Or are you going to just walk away? And I think there comes a time where you can work things out with certain people if they have common ground and meet you from the same level of consciousness. Because every man does not move from the same level of consciousness. And people are wired by their subconscious mind. Whether they believe they're wired by their subconscious mind or not, they do move by their subconscious mind. Uh, and that's okay. There's a lot of reframing to do. A person that has healed from many situations is not going to go back to a situation that is going to provoke them, to place them in a situation that would not help them rise higher or learn from that. And I think it's so important. Like, let's say if I were hosting an event, and the event I were hosting was at a gala, and let's say I walked in and this event was for a charity in town. Like right now I am in Nebraska, I am in the Midwest. Let's say I was doing an event, and let's say like more than half the people in the town did not like me, right? And let's say we have a group of people, let's say we have like the movie Ants, okay? That's a primary example, right? You have one sect of people, you have another sect of people, and one sect of people is saying, let's push this person out. Another sect of people is saying, if we come together, what can we build? Are you going to go with the group that's pushing that one person out? Or are you going to rise above what is given to you? Some people only go with people that mirror them. And what I'm saying is, I don't believe that everyone is your mirror, but I believe that mirrors are shown to you so you can learn from that situation, or you can learn from whatever was supposed to be a severe altercation. And there are so many things that are going to be said about you, but that doesn't mean that is who you are. You have to be prepared for the highs and lows with anything in life, and you have to be willing to move forward. At the end of the day, we are our souls. So if, let's say, I came together with a group of ants to build something, we would be prosperous, right? But if I came together with a group of ants or to knock someone down. I just threw a stone. Does that make me even greater than the next person? It doesn't. And I think this is where the art of war comes in. I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, and I don't like saying the name when I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. But I know it's spelled Lao. The last name is TZU. And that battle is always within. That is the art of war. That's what I've learned from that particular book. In my work, I speak about the journey of soul because a man is always battling what the world is telling him to be versus what's within him. And if you are moving from what everybody wants you to be, can you be yourself? Can you invoke boundaries that you should have? Because no matter what anyone says, your boundary is going to be for your protection, whether people like it or not. And I think it's good to have healthy boundaries with healthy people, but you have to have a level of discernment. Know what is healthy for you and know what is not healthy for you, because you can be very kind and you can be very trusting. But are people going to take advantage of you, or are they going to move from a place of love? And in life, we have to realize that there are light and dark realms, and there is a balance. And some people may be all darkness, and some people may be all light, and some people are polarities. And so, what can we learn from this situation? What can we learn from this home? What can we learn from that energy? What can we learn from that source? For me and my work, everything is about honor and protection and growth. I remember I've done many projects with many people, and I've never tried to downplay anyone, but I think people have perceptions and they have thoughts. And even if they have perceptions and thoughts, those are their thoughts, those are their perceptions, those are things and thoughts that they are battling within. It has nothing to do with you. I truly believe every man is their soul and every man is a color, and humanity is the soil of the earth. But I also believe that everyone is not there yet. And I think if you want to come together and build a house with people, you can't throw stones at another person, but you have to realize that everyone's level of thinking and everyone's level of life and what they want and what they deem to be for them may not be for you, because there are uh, different strokes for different folks, right? That was a show that came out way before I was born, right? And people move like it's the facts of life, but people don't really honor the facts of life. And there was a show about that too, right? I think a lot of humans do not move from their soul. You have a lot of writers like Rumi, who is from Persia. Some people say he's from Afghanistan. You have people like Omar Khayyam, he's from Persia. These poets are moving from their soul. Uh, there was a quote by Hafez who talked about the sun and the moon. And you know what he loved about the sun and the moon? He did not owe the sun and the moon for just being himself. And the sun and the moon did not owe him for just being who they are. Like people say, you need darkness, but the darkness fears the light because the darkness needs the light more than the light needs the darkness. Have you ever looked at the moon at night? The moon lights up the sky with the stars. And I think people don't see that. I think people see things from their level of perception. And you have to be okay with that, because you're going to have people who fly at you with daggers, and you're going to have people who embrace you for the very human being and the soul and the body that you are. And I think this is what the journey of soul is about. And the art of war is only within. What are you battling within your subconscious mind? And are you really the thoughts that people tell you? And sometimes you're not what people tell you you are. You're who you are. But whether people can accept it or not, that is on them. And I think this is what makes the world beautiful, because every man is connected and every man is the embodiment of soul. And every soul deserves their freedom within to honor who and what they are. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kima, Arjun, for the wonderful presentation today.
You're
So,
welcome.
um, uh, today I have learned a message from each speaker. Each speaker presentation is very unique and very message oriented presentation. So, and from this presentation, I got to know that yes, no one gonna help you. It's you. You have to work for yourselves. So you need to search light in the darkness. Yes. So thank you so much for such beautiful words to come in to be in a very good stage in our life. So we need to be very positive as a woman because lot of things will go in our mind, right? It's not one, it will go so many things we need to come up, and we need to work everything. So yes, it's gonna be amazing today for this beautiful Women's International Day, for sharing your presentation with WIN conferences. Have a wonderful day, Kemasun. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
So thank you so yeah, we have listened Kema's Zoom presentation. And if you want to listen, it is physical event is going on in Paris, France. So if you want to see the live event, so we have shared the Zoom link in the LS session. Just click on the Zoom link and you can even participate in the live event as well. So speaker is waiting. Let's jump into the another speaker. Thank you. This is Melinda Roy. I'm the host for the today's conference WYN Omenium Summit 2023.